which one? Which one should we do, you lot? I think we should do the yellow one. The original Rush. We'll do that one. We'll get that one going. Right, here we go. An original. When I say original, what I mean is by original, I mean the first of the Rushes that they made. Supposed to have a yellow shell, but when I got hold of this one, the shell was all completely crushed. I tried to cable tie it together, but it didn't go particularly well. So, and you can buy new shells, original old stock ones, for 50 quid, but then it costs another 50 to get it shipped over from Australia. So you're looking at £100 shell. And £100 on a shell is not something that I'm particularly interested in, so I just haven't got a new shell for it. But this is an original Rush, not the Evo. The Evo is the red one. This is the yellow one with the What's-It engine. I forgot what it's called now. But I don't think it's been used too much. It's missing the original rear tyres, which would have been cross. But it's in good condition, and I'm happy with it. Hasn't got a battery pack in it. I stuck a failsafe on it because it never had a failsafe on it. This is an original failsafe that I had back from when I was about 10 years old. One of the failsafes that was on one of my Rushes. So I decided to stick it on this one. So the air filter itself is all shriveled up. We need to address that at some point, but we'll stuff that back in there. That'll do the trick for now. I've got a bit of fuel here. Don't know what it is. I used it in the MP9 startup. It's just a mixture of stuff. I ain't got a clue what's in it, water and other crap. But we'll stuff it in this tank, and we'll see what's going to happen. I might have to suck a bit out if it ain't going to run for all that long. The temperature at the moment is 8 degrees according to the telefication unit. So we shouldn't need an engine heater, but I'm going to stick the old, actually I'll tell you what, before I do that, let's get this annoying thing off. Let's see if we can stick a bit of primage. I'm going to turn it around this way. Hopefully if I don't get in the way, you'll be able to see the fuel. I'll tell you what, we'll take the, so I'll take that off. It'll be a pain in the ass to get back on probably. Oh, there we go. I took it off anyway, even if it is a pain now to get back on. That's the fuel line, the main fuel line that goes to the carburetor. If I hold that like that, we should see that a little bit of fuel come out, hopefully. Bit of jelly come out first. I don't know if you saw that. Bit of jelly come out first. Now we got pure fuel. So that definitely means we've got jelly within the carb, but that's alright. We'll just burn that off at some point, probably. No, I haven't got, because there's no battery pack in there, and where the transmitter's gone for this, I haven't got a clue. So we're going to be doing manual throttle openaging. There we go. And you can probably see in there. That's full throttle. You can't see a thing, can you? It's too dark for you. Look, full throttle and tick over. So we'll put the air filter back there, and we'll open that throttle up somewhat, and then we'll do a bit of primage. I think some went through. Bit of an air bubble in there, but that'll be all right. I might have to do another bit of primage later on. I know some of you are going to say, well, why don't you always do? You always put your finger over the exhaust and do this and do that, and there is a primer here, you know, that you can press that. This one does actually work. Although I think it just lets some air bubbles in then. These primers, I used to use them when I was a kid. They do work. But this one, I thought it was working for a minute. Oh, it is. I think it is working. I think there's just a load of jelly and air bubbles in it. Anyway, we'll sort that out later on. I always like to just take the little pipe off the exhaust, the one that goes onto the exhaust, take it off, blow on it, it pressurizes the tank, right, and it pushes the fuel into the carb. It's quicker and easier, and that's just what I like to do. So, let's turn this back around. The bloody soldering iron's in the way now, look. Whoever put a soldering iron there's a bit of a wally, but there we go. Let's stick that there, stick that engine heater on there. It don't fit very well on these engines, but at least it'll be enough to get some heat around it. I don't think we'll need it at 8 degrees, but obviously this particular engine, blimey, do you know what, this hasn't been run since the last time I done a video on it, and that must have been, well, that must have been at least 3 years ago. I might be wrong, you lot that are subscribed might know, but I reckon it's 3 years. I reckon so. 2019, I reckon. And we're in 2022 now, nearly 2023. Another 2 days, and it'll be 2023. So I reckon 2019 was the last time this was started. That's what I think. But like I say, if you're subscribed, think about think when you think you last see me run this, and we'll have a look. But I'm going to say 3 years. By the way, if you're not subscribed, why don't you think about subscribing? I really appreciate that. You know, I don't do a lot of the old action videos like the Kevin Talbot and all the other ones and them, but I tend to just mess around in here and play around with the old engines and stuff. So you never know, you might enjoy it one day. Let's see. Now this is my old trusty faithful glow starter, so we shall try this one. I did have a brand new Fast Tracks one, but I've lost it. I ain't got a clue where it's gone. I think somebody's eaten it or something like that. I don't know what's happened to it. So we'll just use the old trusty one. The throttle is that's tick over. That's probably about 3/4 throttle there. So let's see what happens, shall we? Not a lot. Sounds a bit limp, if anything, doesn't it? Doesn't sound very good at all. Might need to dab of easy start. Either that or the old trusty glow plug ain't working. Let's try this other glow starter. I've got an identical one here. This one's not been used as much. I put these both on charge about 3 days ago and forgot all about them. So they've had about 3 days charging now. No fireage as yet. I don't think there was even a little blop, was there? So nice and hot. Nice and hot. I don't think we're getting any fuelage personally. Personally, I don't think we're getting any fuel. So we'll dribble a dabble down there. Oh, there you go. Dribble the dabble down straight into the carb, straight into the throat of it, straight into the neck of the beast. And if not, we'll take out the plug and we'll see if the plug's even working. Right, let's still got my mug of wallpaper paste. Bloody stuff, I can't drink it. Cannot drink it. I just cannot drink that stuff now. Ever since I got ill, I just can't drink it. So Let's see if the glow starters are even working first. I've got my spare glower later, my spare glower. Alright, let's stick this on here and stick that in there. Well, yeah, the glow starter's working, so I know this one works at the very least. Is this one working? I don't know. The only one to find out is to plug it in. Right, okay. So this one's flat. Right. This one's got to go somewhere else. Over there. This one is the working one, right? Remember that? So if I go to use the other one, shout at me. Let's take out this plug and we'll see if the plug inside this Engano is working. There she is. Look, what a lovely looking plug. Now let's see. Is she gonna glow? Place your bets now whether you think she's gonna glow. I don't think she is, but oh bloody Jesus Christ, look at that. That's a glower. That's what you want. That is what you want, and it's even hissing. So we'll stick that back. Ah, jeez. That's hot, man. That is hot. Look at that skin coming off. Right. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, lovely jubbly. Right, we've got a lovely piston action there, going up and down. So I'll stick that back down in there. Do that up. Right. So now we know that we've got glowages. We know that we've got one good working glow starter. We've got a working glow plug. The only thing that's stopping it from firing now is the fuel. The delivery of the fuelage of the flammable liquids. So there we go. That's all we needed, was a little bit of glowage taker outer. A little bit more fuel going in there. I don't think anything's going in when I blow on that, to be honest. Nah, there ain't nothing going in there, is there? Let's take that out of there. There you go. Blow that in there. That's going to be loads now. That's going to be flooded more than you can imagine now. God, it's making a bit of a racket, isn't it? Take that out of there. A bit more in there. Don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? We'll put that like that. There's the air filter. Now all you've got to do, you get a bit of primage, right? Take that off of there, put that on there, blow down this one, and it goes straight in there. Like that, see? Did you see that? And you take that off of there, put that in there, open up the throttlage, close the throttlage, and away we go. Do you hear that? What's that bloody noise? She don't sound too good, does she? Clattering away there. But she come back to life. So we'll stick a bit more down now. Open up the floodgates. Boop, boop, boop. Let the air bubbles sucker in. Right, let's move that further out so you can see that. Tell you what, you need to go a little bit higher, really, don't you? I don't know if we can get you any higher than that. I've got to work in, so... Right, there we go. Is that a bit better for you? Sorry if it was a bit funny before. The area that I've got to work in is very, very tiny and not very good, to say the least. So, hopefully now, but I think I'm going to get in your way though, when I do that. Oh, you just have to make do. So, we'll stick that in there. Oh, that is making a racket, isn't it? But it did quieten down, didn't it? So, hopefully it'll be alright. Oh, the pipe's come off there now. We'll stick that back on there like that. No one ever knew about that. Don't worry about that. That's just normal. Stick a bit more in there. Put that on there. Now, if I can put that tube back on that exhaust now, that might give us enough back pressure to start pressurising this, to start feeding in more fuel, and it might run for a bit longer than what it currently is. So we'll just have to see. Is open up the neck, close the neck. It's not called a neck, by the way. I don't think we're pressurising any fuel, to be honest with you. I think I don't think any pressurisation's happening in the old, you know. But we'll see. Let's open it up a bit more. Should have some revage in this one. Blimey! Certainly did. Woo-hoo-hoo! We're going to have to get some suckage going on, I reckon. Put that in there. Nothing's happening now. Trying to say it. Now, let's have a look and see. I'll put that back on there. Oh, need that on there. Now, it is quite important. In case you didn't know, I'll explain how a fuel system works on a nitro car, right? So you've got your engine and your tank and your exhaust, but that's part of your engine. That is your fuel pump, right? It's all part of a pump. So your engine does your sucking and your right, and that blows all your exhaust pressure through your exhaust out of there. But because you got that pipe attached to that little bit there, there's a baffle inside here, right, which then pushes some of the fumes up that pipe into this tank, which has got a seal around the top of the lid, and it's pressured. So that's why you'll notice if you've got a crack in your tank or your little rubber seal's gone, your engine won't run particularly well. I mean, I've run my Savage for a long time in the past with a crack in the tank, because I don't care if a bit of fuel leaks out. I mean, who cares if a bit of fuel leaks out? But the trouble is with that, the pressure is also coming out the crack, and you're not getting your pressure pushing your fuel into your carburetor. So it pressurises the tank, which then pushes the fuel up the fuel pipe into the carburetor, and it's feeding your engine with the fuel. So the engine is its own fuel pump. Like a petrol car has a petrol pump from the tank to the injectors or the carburetor. And a diesel car has one, usually two. You have a low pressure pump pulling it from the tank, and then a high pressure injection pump giving it an extra few thousand psi into the injectors. So you have pumps, separate pumps. In the old days they were mechanical, but in the more modern days they're electric. But so the way a nitro engine works is it is a pump. It's its own fuel pump, and I think it's rather clever, to be honest with you. But that's how that happens. So you must have this connected to your exhaust in order for your engine to run of any amount of time. But if you were going to comment to me, you say, you didn't have that connected to your exhaust there, sir. Well, I would have said, I know. But the thing is, I like to keep it unconnected so I can keep blowing and priming it until we got the engine running reasonably. So, now that I've put a bit more down the old neck, let's see what happens. I reckon we got a blockage in the carburation unit, but we'll keep going and you know, put a bit more in there, and we'll just keep going until the carburation unit clears itself out. Hopefully it will. That means I won't have to take it off. That's probably the best one yet. How much of it you saw, I don't know, because I think I probably got in the way, but that was a good one, that one, wasn't it? Right, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Right, okay, so let's put some more of that down there. I think I'm just gonna keep feeding it, and we'll see how much of it it's gonna suck in and actually work on, you know what I mean? Let's see if we've got, let me put that there maybe. There we go, look, we've got a makeshift, whatchamacallit now, makeshift stand. Might be difficult to control though. Is that even on there? No, I don't like that. That's rubbish, that is. There we go, you lot. There we go. She be running. Hello? I haven't done any more yet this morning. That's better. Wouldn't turn off. I don't know how much of that I got because I can't remember if I don't know if I pressed stop on the camera or what, but I had a phone call then and I answered the phone call from my dad, and I was trying to turn it off so I could hear him because I couldn't hear him on the phone. So I'm trying to turn it off. It wouldn't turn off because there's a leak around here. So it needs a new cable tie. So in the end I had to take off the bloody take off the main fuel line over here, but then that's spurting out fuel, isn't it? So I don't know. I'm trying to pinch it. Anyway, let's get a cable tie. You can't see anything, can you? Because you bloody... do you reckon that one will do the trick? Do you reckon that cable tie will do the trick? Oh dear. Right, let's have a look. That one will do, won't it? I'll put a black one on it. Because I don't know why I put white ones on there before. That's a bit weird. A bit of an odd thing to do, but never mind. Right, let's stick a black cable tie on here. And that should create a good enough seal to be able to turn it off in the future. Right, there we go. Snip that off, and let's see if we can start it up again. I didn't want to have to turn it off. I wanted to leave it running and run out the tank of fuel in it, but because I had that phone call, I had to turn it off. And I didn't want to go outside and leave it running in case it shot off, you know, and started buzzing around in the garage. I thought I better turn it off. So let's start it up again. Tricky one, this one, isn't it? She wants to go. She's like, she wants to go, but then she's like, no, I can't be bothered. And then she's like, oh, actually, yeah, let's go. And then she's like, no, I can't be bothered. Well, there we go. Now, I had that running for probably, must have been a good 5 minutes, just trying to run that last little bit of fuel out of there that was in that tank. It was running really well, actually. We've got quite a lot of, I've got leaks in the exhaust there, but they're after the baffle. There are one's over there and one's down here somewhere, so it's all right. But yeah, runs pretty well. Pretty nice, so at least I'm glad we got that one going. I like these old school ones because I can't help but feel that, you know, the brands, you know, the manufacturers, I think they're starting to come away from nitro, and they have been for a few years, and we're not going to have any new nitros, I don't think, anytime soon. Do you know what I mean? I know they're probably still making them now, and you're probably going to be shouting at the screen, they still make nitro cars. I know, but I think everything's going towards electric, isn't it? I mean, you've got the electric, proper real size full actual cars. The government are trying to scam us into using them and getting rid of the internal combustion engine. I just wondered to myself, you know, they're trying to get rid of petrol and diesel. So nitro is also a combustion. It's a combustion engine. It's an internal combustion engine, and nitro fuel is a flammable fuel, obviously. So I just wondered to myself, you know, when are they gonna, because nitro is such a small part of the combustion engine, you know, are they going to leave us nitro hobbyists alone and let the companies continue to make nitro fuel, and then the car manufacturers continue just to develop and make nitro cars? Or are they going to attack us in the same way that they're attacking actual real full-size cars and trying to kill everyone off with charges and whatnot? Are they going to say, right, not as of 2030, you're not allowed to make nitro fuel anymore because all the real size cars are electric? There's not going to be any motocross bikes that are petrol, no quad bikes, petrol, because all the petrol's been eradicated. And because petrol and diesel's been eradicated, now you're not allowed nitro fuel either. I mean, are they really going to kill us off as well? And it does make me wonder. So, you know, I like these old school nitro cars, and I hope that they're not going to wipe out nitro fuel so that we can continue to get the fuel for our little cars. These are the good ones, the old school ones. I mean, I don't think that they're going to be the companies, HPI, Kyosho and all the other companies. I think that they're going to stop developing nitro cars soon, and I reckon they're going to be all electric. Everything's going to be electric. Not going to be able to buy a brand new nitro car, I don't think. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they do, because nitro is the way. Nitro is the best. Yeah, there's a place for electric and a place for nitro. Electric cars, nice and quiet. You can use them in a park, you won't annoy anybody. Nitro cars are a bit noisier. You can use them in the park, you'll annoy people. But it's all about hobbies and having fun. So, yeah, that's just what I think. A bit of a strange topic, I suppose, for in a video, a startup video. But I just wondered to myself, you know. And I often wonder, you know, when are we going to be pushed out of the hobby? The nitro enthusiasts, when are we going to be pushed out? They're pushing us all engine enthusiasts out that like petrol and diesel cars. They're pushing us out and bringing in the dirty, stupid electric. When are they going to push us out of hobbies as well? Oh, but there you go. Anyway, I'm over the moon that this little car runs as good as it does. So, if any of you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the comments. I love reading comments, writing comments and everything to do with comments. You lot are a load of good people, you lot are. So if you have any questions about this particular car or any other nitro car or anything in general, just put it in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, please think about it, and hopefully I'll be able to find a decently priced broken or not working or just stuffed in a cupboard nitro car, and I can buy that and I can start off buying and selling the old nitro cars. I was going to go out for a little bit of a run today in one of these cars, but we've still got a fair bit of rain over here. Hey, that shelving unit in the middle of the garden, I've taken all the kids' bedrooms apart and to redecorate, and that's one of the old shelves. I just pushed it out the conservatory door. Anyway, I'll catch you lot later on. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it as always, and so does the little nitro rush there. Appreciate your viewing pleasures. I'll catch you later on, you lot. All the best and enjoy yourselves. And if you've got an old nitro car sitting in a cupboard doing absolutely nothing because you haven't bothered to get it out in so many years, get the little car out. Yeah, you don't need a transmitter, you don't need a battery pack. As you saw, I haven't got a transmitter for this, I haven't got a battery pack in it. You can do it all with your little fingers. Get it running, go and get a little bit of fuel. You can use anything. This has just been sitting around, God knows what's in it, probably a load of water, but it ran pretty well. Doesn't do them any good sitting around. Catch you later on, you lot.